just do a last run to say bye to my fans. You know, but no one in particular. I hope La Sombra and La Máscara do well. You know, Calisto as well, Sin Cara. You know, because they're raza. You know, I hope they grow within the WWE. It's their time to shine now.
My last question is, Perro Valle, what was your relationship with Liquid Perro Valle?
Oh, we were close. We go way back to my Pt.3 days. You know, one of his first shows was with myself, STCC'S, Juventud Herrera, and when I came back to Mexico City right after leaving WWE, we had big plans to do something very big. Myself and El Hijo del Perro Valle. And unfortunately, God had other plans. So we cannot question God's words or his faith. So here we are, man. Just trying to move forward now. Gracias. Okay.
Hello, how are you doing?
Very good.
You mentioned your son is also in the profession. Are you training him?
Yes.
And when do you know when a wrestler or anybody that you're training has the skills to be in the profession?
Well, I'll tell you, with my son, just a little bit of a background with him. He had been playing football since the age of 8, probably at the same age that I started training wrestling. And just last year, he told me, "Pops, I'm going to be realistic. He goes, I'm dropping football, and I would love to see if you can train me to be a wrestler." I was waiting for him to ask me that. I just didn't want to force him into it. So I was actually very excited to hear that. And I told my wife, I didn't tell him, I told my wife, if I step in the ring with him, I'll know right away if he has the skills or if he has a desire to be part of this business. And if he doesn't, I'll be the first one to let him know that it's going to be much harder than he thinks. But I think being around this industry for so long, since he was a kid, and even though he's never really stepped into a ring to train, this has been his first time, he picked up like that. So that really surprised me. It impressed me. And things that normally will take a normal person a couple weeks to adjust or to get into shape, to do certain things, stands, falls, tumbling, and all those little things that are part of the wrestling world, he was picking up after calling him out one time. I tell him once, he improved. I'm like, wow. So it really surprised me, man. And I think if everything goes well, God willing, I think he'll be ready in 2 years. He says less, but I say 2 years. Tops 3. And I don't want to throw him out there like halfway done. I want to make sure he's groomed, polished, and shining, ready to go, man, for his first match.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey Ray, my question is, how is it wrestling in Lucha Underground? Is it different than the WWE?
Yes, it is. In general, the vibe is very personal. As you can tell, it's not a big arena. It's a very small arena. It's very underground. You know, very grimy. It's more personal. I always like to say this to the fans that ask me. When you're inside a WWE arena, you know, you got 8, 10, 15,000 WrestleManias, 60,000, 70,000 people, and it's very hard to accept the emotion of the fans because they're so far away. You know, you can hear the ovation, but sometimes it's not what you really imagine it would be. Lucha Underground gave me a whole different concept of what a fan base can be like. You know, it reminds me a little bit of ECW days. where the fans were like right there up and close next to everything you did. If you were picking your nose, they were gonna see it, you know? So any little gesture or movement or something that you do inside Lucha Underground, they can see it all. So I love that connection because it's, like I said, it's more personal. You know, I can make eye contact with the fan in the front row, with the fan in the last row, because we're that close. So it's a good vibe, most definitely.
I actually have 2 questions for you. First question is, how did you feel when you won your first match?
My first match ever?
Yeah.
Oh, excited.
Excited?
Yes. Yeah, that was actually my very first match. The one I said I had outside a parking lot in a church. I didn't get paid much. Una soda y una torta. That was my payday. That was my payday, man. I got a torta and a soda. Remember, it was Fanta de naranja.
What kind of torta?
And my second question, it's actually pretty silly, but have you ever showered with a mask on?
Actually, I have. I learned that from El Santo. He used to do that. El Hijo del Santo. I remember walking into the locker rooms when I was a kid with my uncle in Tijuana, and I would wait to see which wrestler would take off his mask. And El Hijo del Santo was one that I was eyeing for quite some time. And I'm pretty sure now that I'm talking about it, it seems kind of weird watching him go in the shower, waiting for him to take his mask off. But no, he would pick the corner of the shower and be facing that little corner. So he would slip off his mask, shower, and then put it right back on. And I remember I had to do a take one time, and I actually was showering with my mask on, so it's happened before.
What's up, Ray?
What's up, man?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, if you had to go to WrestleMania, what would be a WrestleMania match with 3 wrestlers, Lucha Underground wrestlers, and WWE wrestlers? What would you pick to be the main match?
For a main event?
For a main event for what title?
Oh, for a world title? With Lucha Underground?
All those 3 brands, any wrestler those 3 brands.
Oh, who would I pick to wrestle against? I think I would definitely do probably a 3-way, 3 or a 4-way elimination match. And I would pick Prince Puma, Johnny Mundo, Pentagon, and Rey Mysterio. And the winner out of those 4 becomes world champion. Yeah. Yep.
Hola, Rey.
¿Qué pasó?
Tengo 2 preguntas. ¿Cómo se sintió? Usted estaba en YouTube con escorpión dorado, right?
Sí, sí.
Y con un otro que se llama Raka Raka.
Raka Raka, yeah. Those fools are crazy. Yeah. Raka Raka, I had a chance to meet him when I went down to shoot for the Annabelle Creation series, for the movie. And I had no idea who they were, just being honest. And they were big fans, man. When they saw me take out the mask to take a picture, they're like, "Hey, man, you look like Rey Mysterio." I said, "No, I am Rey Mysterio." Oh, shit! They went wild, man. It was cool. And I didn't want to ask them. I didn't want to be rude and ask them who they were. So after that day that we spent together, I went back to the hotel and I YouTubed them, and I saw the stuff they were doing. I was amazed at the stuff they do, man, and the following that they have. But they're putting stuff out there that you see in movies. You know, the animation that they use is incredible. So I'm actually hoping to do a project with them soon. I would love to.
Have you ever wrestled your brothers or sisters?
No, not my brothers. I'm the youngest out of 4, so my older brothers, they didn't want to be a part of this business. And sisters, I didn't have any sisters. But I might throw down later on with Stacy here. Has become my sister. She said she wanted to get a 619.
Thank you, Rey. And te mandan un saludo a la gente de Reynosa.
Un saludo grande para toda la raza de Reynosa. Man, Reynosa, I would go there every Sunday, man. Well, at least once, twice a month. And I would do the shows there in the morning. La mediodía, que hacían funciones en Reynosa. I remember Reynosa, man, they always treated me well. Gracias. Muchas gracias.
In WWE, did you really hate Alberto Del Rio or you just pretending to?
No, I hated him at first. But then we became friends. The funny thing is, I'm a big fan of his father. Like Dos Caras was to me like one of the all-time favorites, man, growing up in Mexico. So because of that, I squashed the beef with him. We became friends. Yeah, thank you.
I have 2 questions. Do you miss Sin Cara?
Do I miss Sin Cara? I miss working with him, yes. I think we had good chemistry together. You know, I wish we could still be wrestling.
And my second was, do you miss Eddie Guerrero?
Oh, that guy I miss a lot. Like, you have no idea. I miss him very, very much. Sometimes I see videos of him and I can't believe that he's been gone that long. But yeah, I miss him very much. But you know what? As much as I miss him, I have him right here in my heart every day. So I pray and I know that one day we're going to meet again.
Viva la raza.
Viva la raza. I'm sorry? 2 questions? Hit me.
Are you still friends with Mystico and the first Sin
With who?
Are you still friends with Mystico?
Mystico? Yes. Yes, I actually wrestled with them not too long ago in South America. With the first Sin Cara, right? Yes. The original Mystico? Yes. Second question. What? What?
He wants to know if when
What?
you go into
What?
WWE, if you come back to WWE, if you thought about who your tag team partner would be, if you have one.
Would you like to be my partner? Yeah? We have a mascot. Yes. You want to be my tag team partner? Yes? What's your name? Tristan? All right, T. All right, you're going to be my tag team partner. I haven't thought about if I wanted to, if I do ever come back to WWE, if I would love to have a tag team partner. Every partner that I've had has eventually turned on me. You know what? The only guy that hasn't turned, or that didn't turn, was RVD. You know, but Edge, Batista, Eddie, I'll forgive Eddie for what he did. But Edge and Batista, we had like great chemistry together.
How about Chavo?
Chavo, that's one I've never thought about taking with. That would be nice. But if I come back, I would love to run solo by myself. And if I ever need a tag team partner, I'm just gonna holler, Tristan, come on, man. Jump in the ring with me. Yes. All right.
What would you tell someone who was an outcast struggling with depression?
I'm sorry?
What would you tell someone who was an outcast struggling with depression?
Watch Lucha Libre. Watch Lucha Libre. And I tell you, just wrestling in general is very fun. It's very, you get very emotional. If you know the characters, you get attached to certain characters. If you watch Lucha Underground, that's like watching any soap opera, like watching a TV series, but you have to go back and watch it from the beginning. So you memorize all the characters that are on that story and know what's happening. So I really recommend a high dosage of Lucha Underground. So you can escape the real world and kind of just enjoy some good television.
My second question, my wife would really love
You're what?
My wife would love a hug.
Yes, of course. How much do we charge for hugs?
That's not my wife. Thank you, Ray.
Yeah, thank you guys.
How many belts have you won in WWE?
I think it's been a total of 14. I'll tell you right now.
Nine?
Nine?
No. 4 with WCW, 5 with WWE. Last.
Total?
Oh, cruiserweights, I know is 9 for cruiserweights in total. 4 with WCW, 5 with WWE, 2 World Heavyweight Championships. One was the WWE Championship, the other one was the World Heavyweight Championships. Either 5 or 6 Tag Team Champions and either 1 or 2
Okay.
Intercontinental Championships.
So it's one WWE,
1 World Heavyweight Championships,
2 times
two times,
World Heavyweight Championship, 2 times
Intercontinental Champion,
Intercontinental, yes, 3 times Cruiserweight, no, 3 times,
3 times should be. I know it's like
3 times Cruiserweight WWE, 5 times Cruiserweight WCW.
and about 5 or 6 Tag Team Champions. But that was only with SmackDown, not with
Yeah,
Raw.
I have the list right here. Somebody posted it on Instagram, and I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. But if I add them all up, 7, 10, 21 titles throughout my whole career. That's pretty cool.
And he is.
John Cena.
Yes, I have. He actually took one of my titles.
Yeah. WWE champion.
Yeah, like I became champion that night, and that night he took it away from me.
WWE?
Yeah.
And CM Punk came back.
Have you fought Brock Lesnar?
Yes, I have. I fought Brock Lesnar right when he came into WWE. Yeah. And he had Paul Heyman too.
Have you fought Brock Strowman?
No. No, I haven't fought him. I don't want to fight him either. Not that I'm scared. I'm not scared. I ain't scared of no one. But I just don't want to fight him.
You're probably gonna lose because he's drunk.
You think so? I'll tell you what. He is strong in smell. And he smells bad. He has a strong smell. Yeah, see that beard he has? You see the boogers sticking out of the side? It's like, ugh. He'll never get a chance to step in the ring with me.
Have you fought Kane or The Undertaker?
Both of them. Where you been for the last 20 minutes? Huh?
TV?
Oh, you just got here? Really? Okay. I forgive you then.
Have they done the choke slam for you?
The what?
Choke slam.
The what?
Choke slam.
What?
Choke slam.
What? No, many times. Many times. You know from who, right?
The Undertaker.
The
Yes. Both of them, yes.
And Big Show.
That hurts. And the Big Show, yeah. Before he had the
KO punch.
Yeah.
So there.
What? What?
Oh, me?
What?
Alright, first off, Ray, big fan. I was such a fan when I was this little. I'm not your grades.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
I have 4 questions. They won't take long. First off, what's the life of being a wrestler? Because me and two other of my friends are wanting to become wrestlers. We have 3 goals. First, start off small, get to NXT, then become champions at WWE.
The life of a wrestler is constantly on the travel, man. It's hard to have a relationship with someone and be a wrestler because they sometimes it's hard for them to understand what we have to do in order to become part of this beautiful industry.
Second question: when you were in Lucha, when you still are in Lucha Underground,
Yes.
what was it like fighting Matanza?
That's coming up next week. Yes. Like I was in the ring with him, but there was many others at the same time. So we've never had a chance to be in the ring alone. And next Wednesday, Matanza and Rey Mysterio face off.
I'm gonna make sure to watch that.
You have to. That's the 100th episode of Lucha Underground.
And third question: the wrestler in the green mask that you train, is he your son or by any mistake or anything?
No. No, you talking about Dragon Azteca?
Yes.
Yeah, no. No, he's not my son.
I'm just being curious.
Yeah, no.
Because I'm wondering
That's
because he's like so badass, just like you.
Yeah, thank you. He was trained originally by the same person that trained me, so that's why there's a similarity there. But no, he's not my son. Yeah.
I'm just wondering.
Yeah.
Because, and fourth question: what was it like being with Eddie Guerrero?
Oh, it was incredible. From the moment I met him to the last day that I saw him, it was incredible. We hit it off right away. We had great chemistry inside and outside the ring, more than just friends, like brothers.
Well, I have to say my best condolences to you and Eddie.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I also have one last question. Sorry, I know it's more.
That's 5 now. You said 4.
Come on. If you were to ever return to WWE and I'm there in the future, would you accept a WWE match against me?
Of course.
Woo!
Of course.
All right.
Why not? Why not? I always love to throw new challenges my way, man. So yes.
Yeah.
I would accept it now.
Oh yeah.
There's a ring back there, huh?
Go right now. All right.
Hopefully one day we get to meet in the ring.
We will. I guarantee you. Because
That's
my
awesome.
one goal is to be a champion and stay a champion and bring WWE to stay at its former glory.
I'll tell you what, if for whatever this is worth, if God decides that I need to retire before we actually get to meet, maybe you get to meet my son in the ring.
Most likely, I will.
All right?
All right.
Sounds good, man. Thank
Don't
you.
retire, Rey Mysterio. Don't retire.
I have 2 questions.
You sure? Only 2?
No.
Do you ever plan on wrestling Jeff Hardy?
Jeff Hardy? I don't see why not. I think if I return to WWE, that's one match that I would love to have again.
Yeah.
Jeff and Matt. I love working.
Woo!
I love working as a team with them, and I love working against them.
The Hardy Boys.
Second question, I promise. Can my dad take me a picture of me and you together?
Yes. As soon as we're done, we'll take a picture. Sure. Where's he at? Okay. Yeah. That's, that wasn't a question. That was a request.
Oh, come on, Ray. He worded it as a question. He worded it as a question.
We done? Yeah.
So what we like to do is organize